Have you ever received a comment on your metal t-shirt that the only reply that was in your head was, please just don't talk to me? I'll share that story coming up. HELLCAST. We've all been there, and I'll tell you that story plus a little bit more, because this is HELLCAST, and I am Reaper, and this episode, like every episode, is brought to you by the good people at Hell's Headbangers, and that would not be complete without having J-Dog here to join us for today's very positive discussion, as it will be.
I didn't even know what it was going to be about. I mean, you slightly kind of mentioned it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, so before we get into
just
all
your
that,
whole opening statement, I already know this is going for me. Because I think I'm the king of fucking getting that.
yeah, well, talking about things you can get, definitely go over to Hell's Headbangers if you have not, and get this awesome Evil Angel CDLP shirt. And I thought I was going to click on something and show you something differently. But while you're there, Reaper Metal's got plenty of releases, and those are all available at hellsheadbangers.com. So if you're shopping getting that Evil Angel, then grab one of these bad boys. Or if you want to get the digital and that's kind of your thing, well then, by all means, go to Bandcamp and grab it. But otherwise, let's dive into it. So yes, I'm sporting my Incubus t-shirt. The very offender.
Seems like it's over-sported. That thing's faded as a motherfucker.
Dude, it's so faded that I think even listeners could be like, dude, I've seen that shirt. But, well, speaking of over-wearing a shirt, you got the regurgitation. I mean, you've overworn it on episodes and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, is it on other episodes?
The regurgitation episode itself.
Yeah, but honestly,
I've
been like super, super fucking lazy with my wardrobe these days that I literally have a fucking pile of shirts sitting on top of my shirts that are hung up. Those are the ones that I just haven't hung up because they're the ones that I've worn lately and they're washed. And I've just been recycling those instead of flipping through hangers.
Oh, I'm definitely an offender of the lazy outfit. I heard advice one time. It's like, why do you think successful people wear outfits? That way they don't waste time picking out clothes. I'm like, that's a great idea.
My whole thing is the biggest problem is actually because I got so many shirts I got to go through that don't really fit me too well anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder why.
Yeah, well, that's what's a pain in the ass. Is if I could just start if they all fit me like they used to, it wasn't ever an issue. Just grab one. You could start from the bottom, work your way on up. But now, since I already have, it seems like I only have like a good 30 I like how fit me.
Yeah.
People say, oh, it's a decent amount. It's like, well, I have well over 200 shirts easily.
Oh, really? You got that many?
Yeah. Oh, dude, honestly, if I never got rid of a shirt, a metal, that's all I have, metal shirts. I don't have no fucking Cleveland Browns bullshit or any of these other guys. I
love the Browns.
Yeah, if I never got rid of a metal shirt ever, and the only reason I got rid of them is because they outgrow them or whatever, and I would have, I'm not even exaggerating, probably close to 1,000 shirts.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it'd be way up there.
I've just downsized so much and then just worn the same T-shirt so much that I don't know. I don't have as many as you think I would. But more in particular, while we're talking even about this Incubus shirt, is that so I'm out and about. I'm at Chipotle. Mm-hmm. I know you love some Chipotle, or at least you attend there frequently.
Just there last night.
There you go. So. My point exactly. One of the red signs is you're at Chipotle. I'm at Chipotle, and I'm waiting in line, whatever. I order my thing, and then the dude, what will you have? Because you got to tell him every little thing, even if you're like, I'll have a burrito or a chicken fajita burrito. Then it's just like, what was that again? And it's just like, it's not even that. It's not even what it was that again. It's just like chicken burrito. This was just a moment ago. I don't know why I have to tell you this, but okay. So chicken for you. Don't forget those veggies right there. Yeah, that's what I want. Thanks. And then, that's a killer shirt there, buddy. And
did you get that at Chipotle? Like
I got it.
Like the guy working at Chipotle, you got it?
Yeah. So after things like that, and you slide down to the lady down the line. It's like, by the way, that's a killer shirt, and I'm wearing this. And it's like,
I know you don't know this.
I already know that you don't know this, and I so know you don't know this that I know what you think you know, and that is the pardon me.
He might not.
Version
But,
of it.
Honestly, with nowadays, what I know is he might not be thinking that. What I've noticed is a common trend nowadays, which is very weird to me, is like these younger metal guys, in quotations, fucking metal guys, is if they see a shirt that they know's metal, and let's say they listen to whatever this new metal and chugga-lugga fucking bullshit is.
Gent maybe too.
Yeah, if they listen to that stuff, and they see
don't
a
think
shirt that they
is.
could tell is metal, but they don't know the band, they'll comment like, cool shirt, like he's one of me. It's like,
Oh, you're Slayer guy. Yeah.
Slayer guy just agreeing like, yeah, it's going to be good. It's like, you haven't heard it though. Like, just because I like metal doesn't mean I like every metal album.
I know, yeah.
It's like, how do you know you're going to like it? You might think it fucking sucks.
Well,
I guarantee,
maybe,
dude. I've noticed that as like very common trend because it's funny you say that because it's been a while when I lived in Medina, Chipotle too. There was a guy that would kind of comment on the shirts too. I know he mentioned some like he liked the Cannibal or something like that, but there would be times maybe I was wearing Deceased or someone a little more obscure, and I'm like,
you never heard of it.
I'm 95% sure you don't know who this is, dude. I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. And I just kind of noticed that in general. Like, guys will comment. They're like, they do realize that it is a metal shirt. They can see that.
Right.
But they actually haven't heard that album because that album is pretty fucking rare. As a matter of fact,
There's two recordings of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it was even more rare before Relapse reissued it, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now?
Yeah, something like that.
But even prior to that, I mean, it was very hard to get. Like, the LP, like the original LP, I bought it on eBay for like almost $100, and that was like 10 years ago.
Well, and then when Relapse put it out, then it's opprobrium. Which
Exactly. So these newer kids, if you just so happen to hear it, because Relapse reissued it, which I highly doubt.
Oh, God, yeah.
But if possible, he wouldn't even recognize because he wouldn't know
opprobrium.
That's exactly.
And so the funny thing is, the story with that always goes that, of course, like, they changed the name because of logistics, because of the Pardon Me.
Oh, I thought it was because they're a bunch of Christ boys now. That's what I heard.
Well, incubus isn't a threatening word, but let's just assume. I'm pretty sure it's because of the name contrast. So that it's that I always kind of figured, oh, well, because the law made them do it, where it's just like, I could kind of see Incubus be like, dude, I'm getting tired of being lumped in with that shitty band.
The shitty band? I don't even know if I've even heard it. Have I?
You know what song I'm referring to?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, well, you escaped the early 2000s, late 90s then, apparently, and the sensation that was. Dude, it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. And the other thing is like, all right, so if you want to be that guy that's like, okay, I can identify it's a metal shirt, good point, probably really more what it is, but it's still all around misinformed. You think you like something, you think you like metal, you think you like
annoying.
The exact
I agree.
band.
The reason why I find that annoying, don't get me wrong, Casey, he wants to fit in. The reason I find it annoying is because, and it's just maybe just not my personality, but I just don't get it because I was never like this, is like,
you're not true.
I've never commented on somebody's t-shirt ever in my life, and if I even thought to of, if it even slightly crossed my mind to of, it's because I'm out and about and like a place that you thought you'd never see something. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's got a Mortician Chainsaw Dismemberment shirt, and I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, yeah.
And it might be, oh shit, hey bro, you know what I mean?
Oh, and then I'll do it
because it's something I legitimately like, that I'm a fan of myself, and I'm legitimately shocked to be seeing.
Yeah. No, I've done that.
And that's happened so few times, and honestly, even then, I don't think I've said anything. But I was kind of.
I kind of got to know the person, because it's I know the person. So like recently, I saw I was at Metal Immortal in Pittsburgh, and I saw the drummer. Sorry, man, one of the members of Savage Master was wearing a Flesh Parade shirt.
Yeah, you told me that.
I was like, holy shit, a Flesh Parade shirt. I just got to comment. I'm like, oh, you're a fan? No, but you're wearing a Flesh Parade shirt.
Like J-Dog is.
Well, he doesn't know the fuck J-Dog is.
Because you ain't watching Hellcast, homie.
I know.
No wonder I don't remember your name. You don't even know my podcast.
Shit, you don't deserve this comment, damn it. No, but no. So then we got into it. No, totally cool guy. Running them all like now.
Yeah, that's a band I would comment on, Flesh Parade, because I'm actually a big fan of that. The Kill Whitey disc. And
and that was
I'd be
kind
like,
of what
wow,
it was.
like I didn't know, like
right,
especially if I saw that outside of a metal scenario, like I'm in a grocery store, and if I bumped shoulders with them, I might say something like, wow, I didn't expect to see a Flesh Parade shirt here.
Yeah, and then the secondary one that I'll actually kind of feel myself wanting to comment. I don't comment. I was at the grocery store, and I saw this just totally normal woman wearing a Matchbox 20 shirt.
I don't know what that is.
It is 90s era Bus Jams that is right there, after Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yikes.
Like that, she said, maybe, on air and home, maybe.
That sounds like country.
I mean, well, I don't know. It's my horrible rendition of a bad song, but I'm just saying, if you know what I'm talking about, that's the match. I don't know. People know what Matchbox 20 is. So anyway, Hootie and the it equates it enough. It's awful.
I've heard Hootie, and that's really bad.
So she's wearing Matchbox 20, and I'm just kind of like wowed by it, because I'm like, wow, Matchbox 20. I didn't know A, they had shirts. I didn't know B, anybody would wear the shirts had they had the shirts. And I didn't know C, that they're still around. That this woman who's
she had like
maybe
a tour
she had
shirt,
a bit,
2019.
What? Yeah. Well, not, I don't know 2019, but it was
maybe 18.
It wasn't 1993.
Yeah.
So when I last heard it, and I'm like, holy shit, man. So I was almost be like, because at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, well, I'm kind of like condoning it because it's like, all right, like god awful band, but like this is a normal woman wearing a band shirt. Like I'm kind of excited. That's like, wow, like well at least she like sporting music, like she likes what she likes. Like like there's nothing wrong with that. If you like a band, it sucks. Like there was this kid. I was on Instagram. I was flipping through the Reaper Metal Instagram, and I came across somebody who was like, look, might as well been wearing an Incubus shirt. Didn't look the part to be. Fuck yeah, at Knotfest, Slipknot Fest. And it was like all about Slipknot, like, and if you paid for the VIP, you got to see the one mask that they used in the one video that Reap Dog's never fucking heard of because this band sucks. And he's sitting there on Instagram right now going, wow, this dude really likes Slipknot. And don't invite me at your poker party if you're playing that, but that's cool if you like, what I mean? Like if you're vested that much and you're a diehard fan, I still respect that. And I feel like a 15-year-old caring about it this much, but like it really is, it's just truly like an identification of oneself. Like it's just kind of that, like, dude, in my 30s, like, dude, like you don't have to try to be cool. You don't have to act like, dude, I'm paying for the fucking, the burrito. Just sell me the burrito. Like you already put it on. You did a good job, man. Like it's
no,
like
it's not the 15-year-old thing. Honestly, it's kind of like your because in a sense, metal is like kind of like our identity.
Yeah,
as it used to be. It's not. It happens in other things all the time. Like I could give you a prime example. Like I'm sure it happens in like other sports. Like No, it's just that thing where you're almost offended because you're super passionate about something. Like I'll give you an example. Like I'm sure it happens probably like football, golf, whatever, all other types of things. But like in the bodybuilding world, for example, is you'll get these fucking straight up fat dudes, right? Fat dudes who lift weights, right? But straight up, no abs, just completely fat, right? But they're kind of strong, and they'll compare themselves with bodybuilders. It's like, dude, you're disregarding all my hard dieting, hard work. We're not in the same boat. You got fucking tits, for Christ's sake. You're fat. So, like, some of them will kind of include myself, not take offense, but it's like, dude, we're not doing the same thing. We're not. So, but that happens all the time. Like, any of these guys will tell you, the ones that are busting their ass and doing it, and then you got some fat fuck, with jelly rolls just hanging off of them. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not putting that down. But, I mean, he'll compare himself and, like, think like he's one of us. You know what I mean? Type thing. That's the same thing. So, it's just like in the metal world. Slipknot thinks he's one of Exhumed. It's like, what? Exhumed? Like, what are you talking about? Squeaky Records? There's no Squeaky Records on Exhumed. Yeah. like, what are you even talking about? Like, why would you even think that?
Right, and it also takes me back to being literally 15. Like, somebody was. Like, he was the Slipknot guy. Fitting in, everything was cool. Fuck, this guy showed up to school one day wearing a Dark Funeral shirt. I don't even really like Dark Funeral, and I was offended. And it was like we're at class one day, and we could bring in music. And I was playing Creator Ripping Corpse was on there. And like halfway through, he like looks over, biggest stink face, like I just took a fucking dump in his face. It's like, Craig, can we put something decent on? And it's just like, dude, if you actually listen to Dark Funeral, you'd realize that this band influenced that. You're a fucking poser, and go back to your Knotfest in 20 years later
poser,
and go
not only
fuck
that,
yourself.
Dark Funeral even covered Sodom. Remember the Fallen?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I mean, they're fucking neighbors.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Remember the Fallen? They covered Slayer, Deathskin Mask, King Diamond, and the Trial. It's on the Teach Children to Worship Satan disc.
It's the hypocrisy.
There's no doubt in my mind. Lord Ahriman, Caligula at the time, when that stuff of Dark Funeral, those guys Creator Pleasure to Kill. Like I don't even need to ask them. I would be all in. Hey, will you put $10,000 on that bet? Like, go ask those guys. Do they like that? $10,000 on the table right here, right now. Yeah. No doubt in my mind. I'll be that confident that they like it.
Well, and shout out to our good friends at True Cult Coffee because he was at the Dark Funeral show that was recent.
I was there, Brian,
and hooked those guys up with some coffee, and I guess they were pretty enthusiastic about it. And
oh wow,
I want to even say that they might have something coming up or whatever. But they were
it's funny.
I was just proud.
I never met I never actually got to meet any of the guys in Dark Funeral. Main guy I really wanted to meet is a guitar player, Lord Aramon. And I would have liked to met him that show, but I mean, who knows? He's hanging on his bus order. But True Cult got to meet him because I was at that show.
Yeah.
I've seen Dark Funeral a good handful of times, and because they're one of my favorite black metal bands.
That was the show that True Cult said hi to you, and you're like, you don't know me.
No, that's not even what happened. That's Lindsay's like, yeah, you were a dick to him. Dude, it's like, I'm like literally like standing like 5 feet from the speaker, right? They're in the middle of a song. He tapped me on the shoulder, and I said, what was I supposed to do? Have a conversation? And dude, it's shoulder to shoulder at this fucking show.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, what's up, bro? Give him a thumbs up. What was I supposed to do? In the middle of a song.
Well, speaking of True Cult and shirt remarks, I was wearing my True Cult Coffee shirt in something about people on the cover, link in the description, or on this video, whatever, description. You know the shit. Check out the video. Good video, I guess. And someone who was
God damn, dude, it is hot as fuck
I know, I'm
here.
sweating like a pig.
Fuck.
Someone was really offended though that I was wearing the True Cult Coffee shirt, and I don't know why. And it was just like,
I saw that. Lindsay and I were watching the video. Yeah, and somebody, but he might have been just joking. Like, nice shirt. Like, maybe it's a guy that knew him or something. Because like, why would you like?
It was like, yeah, that guy wearing that despicable. Well, fuck, let's pull it up.
No, I saw the comment. I know you're talking. I don't remember exactly what he said.
Okay.
No, I saw it, and I was because Lindsay's like, well, why would he say that? I'm like, oh, maybe he's just joking, like just trolling, just trying to be funny. I think sometimes people take shit out of context. Well, they definitely do it to me all the time. But because you got to remember, it is just in typing. It's kind of like an email or a text. He could just be like, ha, 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 but maybe he knows the guys. Maybe he orders true. Maybe it's kind of like, why would you like, it's not like the guy's got a Tool shirt on. That'd be a viable fucking thing to rip on.
Well, then it was just like, I mean, I guess maybe I knew where he was going, but it was at the same time, I was like, they support underground metal and it's tasty coffee. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, and I'm sporting the shirt. Like, I'm sorry that you like shitty Starbucks that cost you $8 a cup.
Cost $8 a cup? I don't pay no $8 a cup.
It's pretty fucking expensive. It ain't the deal I got going, True Cult. But anyway, so
yeah, I need to get some back to True Cult. Actually, I'm drinking this Folgers, and it tastes like fuck.
There you go. Maybe that was why the guy was pissed. I'm drinking my fucking Folgers.
Well, I got it because it was on sale. Like I got the big thing, and I was low on coffee a couple weeks ago, and I bought it at Drug Mart right up the street. I needed some, and so I haven't had Folgers. So it's on sale, and I you should get the McDonald's one, the big thing, which is pretty good. But I put this Folgers on last week, and I'm drinking my coffee because I forgot I switched to Folgers. I'm like, but this tastes like shit. And I was like, oh yeah, I switched my coffee. I was like, I thought maybe my fucking I don't know,
does Folgers do anything other than instant coffee?
No, it's not instant coffee. It's the coffee grains you get to brew in with a filter.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So it's really the lack of fandom and the insult to the passion that makes the T-shirt remark really fucking annoying. And so the other thought to it then is like, it's offending because it's like you are passionate. It's like, all right, nice shirt by the way, and you're like, oh. Oh my God, he likes Incubus too. Granted, I can look at you and know that you don't, and know what you're thinking. But then you can never. Because then you and I both know. Like Metal Archives is up here right now. Incubus. Like how many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking Incubus. That it's like I'm ready to bust into like, really, you like Incubus too? Like. Okay, I get it, Serpent Temptation, but which recording do you like better? Do you like the re-recording?
And Beyond the Unknown?
Yeah, Beyond the Unknown. What did you think about the change in the name?
Deer and Headlights.
Deer and Headlights. And then it's just like, because I get it, like if you're really that guy that wants to relate and maybe not informative, it's like, dude, okay, let's just assume you like the Pardon Me shitty band.
You still would know the logo then.
Why would you not know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, if you don't know, this is the way that you should not know. It should be the 7 bands as it is, where it's like, dude, I love Incubus. Did you know that before that they were Spectral Birth and from Australia? Or like, dude, did you know that Mike Browning, the fucking guy that helped find Morbid Angel, God died on his knees, 7-inch, that Incubus? And it's like, no, but I love those ones too.
You would think that one be the biggest one, which I would say the second biggest one is the Serpent Temptation.
But it almost seems like the Mike Browning.
The guy died on his knees, I believe, is. It
just more
seems
of a cult.
Yeah, but it just seemed like you always saw the shirts around more. Everyone knew that 7-inch. That was the one I always got the impression people knew.
Yeah.
That's the first one I heard, too, to be honest. And that's the one I like the very least, actually.
Well, getting back to some comments, and I want to clear out this video then with leaving it out to you. What are some ridiculous-ass comments that you've gotten on shirts? Are we just being stupid-ass 15-year-olds about this that are really getting annoyed about nothing, or do you really see the relevancy here? But I also want to know, because I saw it recently on the YouTube video, boom, room up here where we were talking about the release of Regurgitation's Tales of Necrology.
Necrophilia.
Dude, why do I keep saying that? I
Oh,
fucked it up in the video
fucking
too.
A corpse in the ass too.
Yeah,
It's pretty obvious.
well, necrology, necrophilia. I didn't know what variation
General
of the word.
surgery. One of my favorites did in that.
That's what it is, I
necrology.
think.
Which, by the way, can't wait to see him on Maryland coming up this year.
So maybe you got comments on that in person, but we got YouTube comments where somebody was like, I gave that to my buddy, and he still has
What,
that.
a dick in the ass,
shirt.
or he gave the shirt?
The shirt. I can't remember I was behind him.
Yeah.
No.
My other buddy had a dick in his mouth.
Wow. No. That sounds like a Kevin Smith movie scenario. But no.
Yeah.
The shirt. And it made me remember, I remember in the old Relapse catalog that it was in there. They were selling that shirt.
They were selling these back in the day.
Yeah,
Relapse?
was it Relapse or what was the other Repulse? Was it because wasn't the zine called Repulse?
Yeah, it was weird. For a time that was something like that.
So
yeah.
okay, Repulse. Yeah, I'm almost certain. Benny, they were
probably,
selling it.
maybe they did because I'm sure Brian was trading with them back then. In fact, I know he was.
Yeah,
So
well,
probably sent them. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I could see that.
if it wasn't them, then it was like
Because when I bought it back in the day, because I did have the original, another shirt I got rid of. I had a few the Regurgitation shirts back in the day. Got rid of them because they're size large and there's no way I could get them.
There were different designs.
There
I
was
only knew
this
about
one,
that
and there was there was another one, and then there's the one that Hell's did at the very beginning.
Well, so I bring it up then because
But nobody's comment on this one yet. Not my adult years. I don't really get it anymore.
well, they
dude.
did on YouTube.
You know what? The actual people that usually comment on my shirts these days, you would back in the day, like when we were young, I would get the repulsed granny, like, does that say I deny Jesus Christ? It sure does, bitch. That type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I
Did
get
you
that.
really say that?
No. Well, not. I did say I sure does, but not bitch. That was at the post office. But I mean, it would be more so that stuff. These days, I haven't gotten that in a long fucking time. But what I get now is kind of like the guy trying to blend in. Last I got, remember I told you that chick that came out to me at that birthday party?
Yeah.
And
something. And then,
yeah, I think I was wearing Dark Funeral. I think I was wearing Dark Funeral shirt, tour shirt that just came through. I'm almost positive it was. And she's like, "Oh, Dark Funeral or whatever." And I just you got that. Oh, fuck me, don't talk to me because. And she pointed that out. She's like, "And I can just tell the look on your face." You're like, "Oh God, this person." So I guess it's that obvious. But
she
knew.
She
knew bands,
and that's how she was in the mulch. She even knew that you were going to think that, and that's a telltale sign. But
because she was working at the place, she was in a uniform and stuff like that. But because that's usually what it is. Like, but it's just funny. Like, I don't purposely do it. Like, I don't do the purpose eye roll. But I guess it just came off. So I was just, oh God, not this. Because that's usually what it is. It's some ass clown that I want to. Actually, the latest I kind of got, but it wasn't comedy. It was from a distance, which I already don't like that. If you're talking about distance, I'm not going to shout across the room. Yeah, we're at this fucking bar.
Nice shirt.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. We're at a bar restaurant. This was a few weeks ago. Fucking goddamn AC broke, right? Yeah. So I'm
kind of like it feels right now.
Yeah, it was hotter than this even. So we went out for the night for dinner, right? And still got to hanging out at the bar after a meal, whatever, like that. And walking around, and they got fucking scorpions going on in the fucking player, metal as fuck, right? So
some people would be very excited. I'm bored at this point.
But anyways, I'm sure it's this guy playing it. This total fucking hill jack, fucking there. And I walk through. He's like, this guy. I'm wearing a Grave shirt. He's like, this guy likes metal. I look over. First off, I don't consider Scorpions metal. Second of all, you definitely don't listen to fucking Grave. Third of all, there's no way in hell I'm talking to your hick ass. So and I didn't. So that was the last comment I got. But it's kind of a comment, but not like. But it was kind of that wasn't oh God, and I know I was right because he's already comparing Grave to Scorpions. It's because he recognized the logo and he could tell it's metal. And I'm just like, just shut the fuck up.
Wow, those are great. Was not expecting that. But that really all ties it together then because you're at like family functions hearing all these remarks. And so back to the
I do?
Well, no. Well, you just said you were at a party.
No, I wasn't at a party. No, we were at a restaurant.
Well, whatever. You're out and about, family oriented in some way, shape, or form. The point is that the Repulse Records magazine version was that.
Don't wear to your next birthday party or something. I remember they put comments.
Great for your next family bash.
Yeah. I forgot about that. They would put funny shit in there. Yeah. In the description because you're just looking at the manual catalog.
Yeah.
They would. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Right. So that
I
was.
agree. But like I said, I don't get the funny comments anymore, man. I wish I did. I wish I would get that fucking 50-year-old Christian lady. Is he got his penis in his butthole? Yes, he does. Yeah, I mean, it's just funny because like what do you even say to that? Like why? Like not only do like what do I say to that, but what would they say? Like what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
Like what would be their comment?
Well, yeah, because it's kind of like, why is this grown man wearing such a thing?
Yeah, exactly.
So it really is funny when you reverse engineer their perspective to it. But it's just great.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let us know in the comments. Would love to know if you got anything as golden as what J-Dog just said. Like fuck. But
they've got to, especially if they're wearing shit like the Don Guts of Christ shirt, where it's Don and the Dead naked as fuck. I mean, somebody's got to say something. That a man wearing another naked man. Hell, even if it's a chick wearing a naked man in their shirt covered in blood.
I think I've told that story.
Well, the dick back for the German guy.
I'm just gonna bring it up again.
But that's
though,
a metal story. That's a metal
I know,
guy.
but it's great, and it's a way to leave off a great video about t-shirt comments because it's great. Because yeah, you got a
Keep in mind, this shirt we're talking about. This is the original print that Hell's did years ago. The current print that we still have in stock he's on the front, so different pressing.
Well, so there you go. The hilarity in and of itself. There's multiple variations.
There's two for sure.
There's so many men because it's not women. So there's so many men out there walking with another dude's dong, literally hanging out. So anyway, like it was always kind of an inside. It was just still a laugh that it was even that. So we're driving up to this fest, Nunslaughter, and driving up to this outdoor fest in Germany, and it's like you're looking at the crowd. Wow, there's a lot of people here. It's like cool. Like
just looking.
There's some Nunslaughter. Is that because it was called a dick back?
Well, we know it wasn't called that. It was called Guts of Christ, but Don was naked on the back of the shirt, so Don would call it dick back.
Yeah, the Don dick back.
Don dick back shirt.
So,
is that a dick back?
Yeah, so it was like we're getting closer and closer. Like, is that a dick? Oh my God!
Someone's got a dick back.
Someone's got and it's like, and you can clearly see the gray hair. Like, man, that guy's got a dick back, and it's like an old man. And then when we get out of the van. Oh, he comes running, man.
Oh, so he was all pumped.
Oh, he was so pumped. He was one of those fans that, like, accurately so, but one of those fans that he had the Sharpie ready. He had all his collection, and he wanted you to sign.
He's in his 70s.
He's in his, now he is. He was in his 60s at the
he
time.
orders from us something. Walter the Old.
Walter the Old
That's
man.
what he calls himself,
yeah. He's proud of it, and that's great. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Walter, if you're watching. I highly doubt it.
He doesn't speak a lot of English,
No,
right?
he does not.
It doesn't seem like an email.
And so, like, yeah, exactly. So, like, he's, like, sitting there, and he's very intricate, like, don't sign it if you're not on it. And so, like, I'm telling.
I was like that too as a kid. Yeah.
Right. So like he's handing me a record, and I could feel this out of him. I know that he wants, or fuck, he said it or something.
He knew.
And
who
so
was
I'm like,
what.
I'm trying to tell him like, hey, ich spiele nicht. I don't know. I don't know how to say I played.
He didn't
on
have
that,
someone
but
with
not,
him like that spoke English.
Well, then not at the moment. So he got the moment. Ich spiele means I play. So I'm like, nicht. I don't. That's just, so we got the. Oh no. So it's like, oh well, good. Glad we got that out of there. So but yeah. So
which album did he have that you signed? Like that you would have been on? I'm curious. What did he have? Like Fuck the God in Heaven or?
Yeah.
Did he have that? Like the shape record?
Oh, yeah. I think he even had like the black cover one.
Oh, the black. Yeah. Okay.
Well, at the time it was a Hex tour.
Oh, okay. So Hex was out. Okay.
Yeah.
So did he have like the Hex LP?
Yeah. In fact, that's I think what it was that because the Hex fun little Nunslaughter knowledge, I guess, is that there's a 4-piece band depicted on it, and then
Zach,
Zach.
But Zach's not really on it.
He's not on it at all. So the guitars and all that's all me, man.
It's all me.
But yeah, so like he was handing it to Zach, and I think I said that like, no, ich spiele, no.
He's like, well, he's on it. Photos on it.
Du spielst, no. So
what did Zach? Is Zach offended or he
I don't know. I don't even know if that was what it was, but I could see.
Yeah.
Well, I felt the
take a credit for my hard work, goddammit.
Well, that of course, but no, it was like just the authenticity that he wanted the guy that was on the record.
No, I was like that too.
I
get it, yeah.
Like if he's not on the record, but his face is on there, well then you draw a fucking mustache.
When I met, like when I met Cannibal, for example, I didn't have George sign the first Chris Barnes albums.
Yeah,
but then when I saw 6 Feet Under, because I'd never seen Cannibal with Barnes singing, I've only seen 6 Feet Under. I've seen 6 Feet Under in '99, and I had him sign all my Cannibal albums. And then when I got to meet Cannibal a couple years later, I had the guys sign the one they're on, but I didn't have George sign the Chris albums.
Well, which is funny too, and we'll leave it at that. Which is like bringing up Chris Barnes because he's a favorite on this show. he's been on this show. Fuck, you know,
fuck.
a few times. Did an interview with him. Yeah, her.
No, that's somebody else.
Anyway, do you think Chris Barnes, because he really does not look like anything like he did before, that he's getting people where like he comes up and he's got his dreadlocks gauged there and it's like,
I think he's
you're
just
not signing my Cannibal Corpse record.
No, I think he's.
I'm on it, dude.
Yeah, no, I think not him because he's kind of a larger than life figure as far as death metal goes. So I think people just know. But someone smaller, maybe like a smaller band. But I mean, if you're in a death metal and you don't know who that is, then you're the Incubus guy.
Yeah,
pardon me. I mean, that's just pretty bad. Like, if you don't know who that is.
So there you go. So let us know.
Just for the fucking record too. I want to say because it was my fuck up too, and I'm well aware of it. God damn it. Read the comments for the last video, bass players. And somebody does have Trey Azagoth beat Guitar Gods. I don't know how the fuck I figured.
I know the brain.
Chuck Schondler. He considered
Schondler.
Chuck Schondler.
Schaldner.
Yeah. That was my
Schaldiner. They're like
that's my
everyone gives out their variation. But
that's actually the first band I've ever seen live was Death.
Right. And I felt like I
farted, and probably the reason being is because I like I just really like the first two Death albums and the demos, bro. Not to be that guy, but I really like demos. I do like Spiritual Healing now, but it took me quite a while to get into it. Other than that, I kind of didn't, you know what I mean. So you kind of forget about them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, I was like, not that they're bad albums. He's still a good guitar player and stuff, but they're not really like, I don't know, those like death metal albums. We can make a whole other fucking video on those. But yeah, I would agree that Chuck is considered like the guitar god of death metal. And then I would say Trey's probably second.
What the hell are they talking about?
Last video.
Right there, linked up. We'll talk to you next time.